This is the Jandy cartridge filter. I'm going to show you how to clean it real quick. You're going to need some silicone lube or magic lube for the O-ring, high pressure nozzle. You're going to need a big wrench to get the drain off if you have the new style. If you have the old one, you just need a screwdriver to get that drain off. And you need a 9/16 wrench. And the first thing you notice about the Jandy filter, it has a different clamp, and you got to make sure that there is no gap exceeding 1/16 of an inch for the safety of the filter. That way the lid won't blow off under pressure. Okay, we're going to want to turn it on, charge it up, letting the air out that's in the system. And we're going to go turn it off. When you turn it off, you want to make sure it doesn't come back on. You can either kill the power. If it comes back on while you're putting the lid on, it could cause serious injury. I'm going to go ahead and remove the bolt. It should be hand tight now. You can either take it completely off or you can actually slide it out. And make sure when you set it back in that this bolt goes in this direction to lock in properly. Again, you can see it in there like that, and that's how you want it. You don't want it any other way. For instance, you don't want to turn this way because it won't lock the filter in properly. And after we remove the clamp, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the filter to use the filter pressure to knock the lid off. And you kind of push it sideways like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and open the drain and let the water drain out. Once you move it with the wrench, it should be hand tight. And if you have an older filter, you may have a drain similar to this one here. You just take a screwdriver and just turn it. And that's how you open the drain on the older style Jandy. We're going to take the lid off. And there's the 4 cartridges with the top manifold. Let's go ahead and pull the manifold off by the handles here. This should slide off pretty easily. And there is a stem O-ring here, so you got to make sure that if it's worn, you have to replace it. Right now, this one looks pretty good. And these should just pull right off the bottom manifold. We'll take these out and hose them off. And there's really nothing holding this manifold on, so it may move when you take it off. Just reposition it just like that. That way you can put the cartridge on the right angle. You want to do a very thorough job of getting all dirt off. You can actually see it coming off here. We're going to hose off the tank and the O-ring. And those look pretty clean. You don't need anything fancy, just a high pressure nozzle will do the trick. Okay, I'm going to put them back in. Make sure they sit on the bottom manifold. It's pretty easy. Go ahead and spray some silicone on the stem O-ring. And on the regular O-ring also. You want to check the O-ring for wear too. If it's worn, you can replace it, otherwise your tank may leak. That top manifold should slide in pretty easily. And then just make sure we press it down and it's on there good. And we put the lid back on, and it should fit on there really snug. You should see no gaps here. I'm going to get the clamp on. Again, make sure the bolt's in the right position, and we'll go ahead and tighten it up. Remember we don't want any gaps, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going until it fully closes. And that's what we want. We don't want really any gap at all in here. The drain back on. We move it up a little bit. And you just want to make sure it's on there really tight. It's not going to leak. Okay, I'm going to charge it up right now. Make sure there's no leaks anywhere. And let's open this up and let any air out. I want to make sure I check the drain to make sure it's not leaking and everything looks good. That's how you clean the Jandy cartridge filter.